What's your name? Brian. Nice. That'll get going in a second. And I'm going to tell this. Is that like it's going?
Unfortunately, I didn't include the link for this meeting.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, there's a good
test run.
Yeah, that way, if your advertisement didn't work, that would be a bigger problem.
Right.
Not advertising and having it work.
Yep.
Dual screen there. Use dual screen. Looks like I restarted. That's okay.
Yeah.
And then Clyde, Tom, and myself are kind of double.
Right,
So that
because it's,
select board, JPs,
right, so
treasurer.
She ran a great night. Like school board or something. Well, anyway, I think she would have done a good job here, something to go on this one.
Good. All right, folks. First order of business, we need to nominate and elect chair and vice chair. This is our first meeting in 2023 of the Board of Abatement. So I will take nominations for chair.
I would like to nominate Mr. Kennedy, who already warmed the chair up.
second, looks like he's turning it down.
That was second.
Yeah.
He declines. Let's see.
I
Who hasn't done this?
graciously decline.
Who hasn't done this?
I'm not, I got enough going on.
Okay. Any other nominations?
Matt, what do you like?
Chair.
Nominate Pat.
No, I've done it.
Barb, you nominating Pat, all right?
Let's keep looking.
I second that.
I'd rather someone else do it. I've done it
Yeah, but you do a good job.
right.
Well, vice with you. Since I've never done it.
Everybody here who wants the job.
That's right, yeah,
Would that work for you?
Because sometimes we actually testify, so I don't think it makes any sense for listeners to be.
No.
Oh, no, right, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Where are the volunteers? So Tom is chair of the BCA, right?
Correct.
Bill Tom.
And you're the vice, right?
I'd be vice if you chair.
Well, I'll do it, I guess.
I second.
Okay, so Pat, Howard, and Tom Okay, for Bill Donahue. Or not Bill.
Donahue.
Chair, okay, so we've got a nomination for chair. You can come on up, sir.
Well, I have been on.
You get to fill your role instantly. We have a vice chair.
We need to vote on that?
We need to vote.
We need to vote.
Yeah, you got to
Sure, all right. All those in favor of William Donahue as our board of abatement chair, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays?
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
You'll regret it.
We don't.
Okay, vice, any nominations, vice chair?
Pat, she said she.
Tom, okay, who seconds Tom's?
One second,
I'll give it to Stacy.
doesn't matter, sorry.
Stacy second, so Pat. Any discussion or should we vote? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Pat, all right, come on down. Or come on up, I should say.
Do you need a vice at the moment?
Well,
No, but generally the chair and the vice sit here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he probably didn't bring his files.
I have
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of documentation, if anybody needs a copy of the request and the tax bill, I do have copies up here. But I'm gonna let Bill take it away from here. We do have rules of procedure there, yeah.
Okay. Well, we have one thing on the docket, right?
Correct.
It's the request of Steve Howard for property tax abatement. I called the hearing, where everybody is going to testify. And Mr. Howard, we stand up, raise your right hand. And do we have some listeners that are going to testify?
Not really planning on testifying, I don't know that we,
Do you need to provide
Okay.
information?
well, yeah, well, I guess if we need to, it's a point of correction on this, so. Yeah,
Okay.
sure, go ahead.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will well and true, no, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help me God, or affirm under the pains and penalties of perjury. Good, sworn. Now we have to swear in the BCA.
BOA.
BOA. We're the.
Was Heather gonna be testifying?
But
Just a point of question was, were you gonna be testifying with your uncle?
If I have to. sure.
Okay.
well, you better stand up and swear too. You swear you're going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So get out of it. Okay, so the Board of Civil Authority. Or are we different?
With the Board of Abatement.
Board of Abatement, that's just, it's.
Yeah, I got it, I got
It's.
Yeah, yeah. And,
Yeah.
and so it's the select board, the JPs, the treasurer, the clerk, and the listers.
And I will ask all those people to solemnly swear or affirm that they will well and truly hear and determine all matters at issue between taxpayers and listers submitted for decision under the pains and penalties of perjury. Okay, we're good to go. So, Mr. Howard, are you going to speak for yourself or?
I would rather have my niece do it because, you know, I have a hearing impairment and I might
Yeah.
not hear you. Well, I didn't even hear one word you did.
Okay, and your name again, ma'am?
My name is Heather, last name is Cooper.
Okay.
C-O-O-P-E-R.
Okay, well, we have Mr. Howard's request for property tax abatement. Would you like to say anything about that? In addition to that,
If you ask them to come up to this table, then the
will you get,
microphone and camera.
come on.
Chairs is one there.
Yeah, we should. Probably should.
For, I don't know, taking notes if he's here.
Okay, all right.
And you know.
We'll let you begin. We have Mr. Howard's request. Anything you'd like to add to that?
there's nothing really to add. His house is totally gone. There's nothing left.
I understand. And you're asking that $640.82 be reimbursed? Is that-
On his tax
is
bill,
that
yes.
correct? And what do the listeners have to say about that figure?
That's what the district gave.
Or
That's what they gave. That's what it said.
yes, well, I don't know, was it, that might have been, finance who gave you that number maybe? Or
I don't know,
something, yeah.
whoever's-
Anyways, it doesn't really matter. So what wasn't calculated was the fact that, the loss is just for the house and the stick-built addition, because that's what was lost in the fire. But you still have the land and the water and sewer is still there technically to be able to reconnect, you know, to, if you choose to, you know, it's in place in the ground. So that actually what should be abated is just the taxes for the house and the stick-built additions. And in doing those calculations, let's see if I know I printed off my email here, it ends up being a smaller portion of the total taxes. Ends up being, of course, I'm not as organized as I'd like to be. $33,300 for the building value. That's for the mobile home, which was assessed at $14,300, and the stick-built addition, 790 square feet of it, at night was assessed at 19,000. That's how that figure is arrived at, which reps out of the total property value of $174,400. That's about 19.09% of the total property value, that building value loss. So I took the 642.82 and took 19.09% of that, which we came up with $122.72 rounded up to the nearest penny of tax that he paid that he doesn't have use of that now from April 2nd to June 30th.
So it's,
You understand that, what you're saying there?
Yeah.
Do you agree with it?
I did, but I can't hear you.
Do you agree, do you understand what she said?
Yes,
And you understand her calculations?
yes.
And do you agree with that?
At this moment, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Just a question, when was the building last appraised?
It was last appraised in 2019 in the townwide reappraisal. You know, it is the mobile home was a 1956 mobile home. The stick built probably wasn't that old, but depreciation, I think it was calculated as something that was probably roughly $20 or $25, probably about $20 per square foot, $25 per square foot, which is usually what we did a rough calculation, what we calculated.
And I don't know the process here, but would it be reasonable to assume that the building is more valuable in today's market than it was in 2019?
It might be, but it's the assessed value you're going based on and what he was taxed on, and that's what he was paying taxes on, was that 2019 assessed value. So we wouldn't, there'd be no way to adjust that to, you know, because that's what he paid taxes on, is that 2019 value.
We actually reduced, I think at grievance in 2019, we actually reduced the value.
I think we
Your
did
numbers
as
are right
well.
on the car.
they reduced your property price by
Do other
19.
members have questions of
Yes,
any of the people who have testified so far? Do I have a motion to abate taxes in the amount of?
$122.72.
We need to go into,
Yeah, that
Do we?
was it.
Oh, and
executive session, yeah, we don't make a decision with the.
So you voted me as.
It's a learning experience.
It's gonna be a-
You
Okay.
haven't read your description. That's right.
No. I think you folks can leave. We're gonna make a decision.
Okay, great. What do you do? Send a letter to,
Yep, you'll get a letter with the decision
Okay.
for myself.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you for
taking the
Thank
time. Yep.
Really, we're really sorry for what happened, Steve.
Yes, thank you.
And I know you guys are probably gonna go into executive session, so since we testified, we're free.
Yeah, you got that.
Unless you had any other questions of us.
I think,
Well, I don't know if mine has a question. That where did this 642 come from?
So that was a calculation, including the land.
Oh, okay.
Just the amount of taxes from April 2nd to June.
Total.
30th.
Yeah, for a period, right.
How much land is it?
21.
It's kind of irrelevant, though.
But he had use of the building from up to April second, so that's why there's a smaller amount for
You get 21.
Right, the,
unused portion.
the $122.72 is the amount of taxes from April 2nd to June 30th, just on the building,
Yes.
just on the structure.
Yeah, it ends up being really kind of awful tiny and a kind of a bad feeling for the taxpayers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's the fact, it's what it is.
Yeah, the land is worth far more than the structure was.
It just seems like nothing. Even though he's lost. It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's just too bad.
do we have to move to go into executive session?
I think we should probably make a motion there. No, you don't.
Guess it can't hurt. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
For the purpose of,
I'll make a motion to move to executive session.
for the purpose of discussing the,
Yeah.
Howard request. I'll second.
Okay, all in favor of going to executive session to discuss the abatement request by Steve Howard? Aye.